Hello adventurers, welcome back to our Gloomhaven campaign. I am Teddy Ninja, and we are headed down the Coast Road. This is our early access Guildmaster campaign. What has happened? The walk from the temple changes from desert to scrubland, and then you reach the edge of the western forest. Initially glad to be out from the sun's baking heat, your relief changes to worry when the gloomy jungle seems to loom in from all sides. Soon the path passes by crude signs dabbed with blood. You prepare yourself for visitors. So have we been ambushed, or is this our mission? Because this appeared before we reached our travel destination. The objective is kill all enemies in all rooms, so this is our standard dungeon, and we're fighting hounds, Inox archers, elite archers, guards, and elite guards. We're running with the Cragheart and Spellweaver, both level 1 right now. We had pretty good success with them in the previous mission, though that one was very specially tailored to the Cragheart being able to set up obstacles and wall ourselves in. As expected, out of the bushes stomp some very angry-looking Inox. You try to communicate with them, but to no avail. They prepare to attack. It seems some of my less cultured cousins are going to mess with your day. Treat Inox as big angry humans. They aren't too difficult to take down, unless they bring their shaman along. Now, they do not have the shaman included in the list of enemies. I don't think it's possible for the game to surprise us with a new enemy type, so we are at least safe from that. We're facing down a Inox guard and then 2 hounds here. The hounds have retaliate 1. Okay, and no range. So if you're in melee with them and you punch them, you will get punched back. I do like the opening of Dirt Tornado potential. Oh wait, there is another guy, the Inox Archerer, hiding in the corner. Are there any traps out here? There is. There's one trap right here. Being able to use it would be difficult because we only have pushes, no pulls. I think we want to get this hound first so that we can keep our Spellweaver in a safe position, and then move on these guys. Hopefully the Archerer starts out with something that will either force him to move up and make a weak damage attack, or if he does hit one of his strong attacks, we'll be out of range. So that means we want Massive Boulder. It creates Earth, which is good for the Spellweaver, so we will take Massive Boulder, and then we'll use Unstable Upheaval to try and go quickly. And then over here we're going to use Frost Armor, and we are going to use set up our Mystic Ally. So I think this could be a very good situation for the Mystic Ally. Mystic Ally goes here, Cragheart moves over. Yeah, I like this. And I think that the Spellweaver should be able to capitalize on the creation of Earth this round. Ooh, the hounds go even faster than us. Moving, attacking, and immobilizing. That could be very dangerous. The Archer and Guard go after us, doing kind of basic attacks. I don't like that the hounds got the jump on us at all. This is gonna hurt. They're both in range too. Yep. But the 2 damage is not worth it to burn a card. And if you burn a card to negate the damage, you still get immobilized. So you still take the status effects. The card only counts for blocking the damage. +1. It's still 3. Yeah, we received that. I wish we had some more healing. And now it is kind of the double bummer because we took a range attack. So it'll be a disadvantage. Great. Love it. I'm gonna hit this one. The reason being that I'm hoping the Spellweaver will be able to finish them off. if I target this one, even though it is posing a threat to both of our characters. Yeah, and now I get hit with the retaliate. Ah, such a bummer. And this is a loss. I don't want to take the loss. I'll just, yeah, skip my movement. Ouch. And now he's gonna get shot by the archer, which is just gonna pile on. Pile on. Okay, yes, we can consume the element. And we can go for the hound. Let's hope we get just a neutral modifier. Hey, +1. +1 is wasted, but we will take it as long as he goes down. And then we're gonna summon up our Mystic Ally here. We're gonna place them right over here. We have Mana Bolt to make sure that we go off very quickly before the hound on the next round. I don't want to go invisible yet. I don't think that's going to be too useful. It's better when the Spellweaver is like blocking a doorway. Go invisible. That's a good opportunity there. Oh, good. The archer did not get in range. Here comes the guard. He also does not get in range. So we get a little bit of a reprieve there to be able to deal with the hounds. But... how fun would it be to throw obstacles up in the guard's way here? It would be pretty fun, right? But we can't really block him off because there are these 3 spaces. If this was not a space, it would be so good. You throw up the wall here. The archer still shoots over it, but then the guard has to go all the way around. I would like to heal. Do we have anything with a heal on the bottom? Hey, right there. That, I think, is the ticket. We have 1 heal on top, 1 heal on bottom. I think that's our kit. It is crushing... Nope, here it is. The rumbling advance, the heal on the top. So, we are just going to hold that. We do want to use it, but we are looking more for something like opposing strike here to be able to finish off the hound. It makes our initiative a little slow, which I don't love. I think the Spellweaver is actually going to be looking to move over here and cast Fire Orbs. We can get them all. What is a Spellweaver? This can inform the rest of our decision here. So we have the 2 plays that I see. Fire Orbs, which we use probably Freezing Nova to set up. We run over here, and then we cast it with all of our bonuses running, so we can use our headgear to get advantage, and we can use the potion to get +1 damage, and we just try and do a ton of splash damage. And then that leaves the Cragheart here and the Mystic Ally to try and finish off some enemies. The Mystic Ally does do 3 attack, which against the hound here, if he gets hit with both of those, he should go down, and then the Cragheart will be left to kind of seize on the whatever opportunity presents itself. So he could honestly go for a range attack at that point, if we are banking on the hound being dealt with. And he has some good range attacks. He's got... Where is... Yeah, Crater here. Crater feels pretty good. The Crater would feel better if the Spellweaver actually had not consumed Earth, because that would leave the push open, but we didn't really have a way of predicting this alignment when we chose our options. And getting the extra damage gave her experience. Yeah, so I think that that's our play. He'll go slow, but we'll just have to take it that way. And then we're gonna play Freezing Nova here, and we're gonna play Fire Orbs. The other option is just to take Mana Bolt and a reposition, so we focus fire on the hound. We could play it a little bit differently so that we get an extra heal on the Cragheart from Mana Bolt. Mana Bolt's a very, like, I love this card so much. You get the basic long range attack, an upside of gaining experience. You can heal your friends, and it's all at a 7 initiative. I wish I could have whole turns where I play the top and bottom of it. We're gonna take it like this. Okay, so the guard is not moving, which is very good for us. The hound is, but it's going after us. And the archerer is moving and doing a pretty strong attack. The archerer is gonna be dangerous. The guard... So the guard doesn't seem to have very much movement. Seem to be a pretty slow kind of enemy. Well, we took a negative modifier there, so dealing with the hound could be challenging, but I think that we will do just fine. So we're gonna sidestep over here to be able to bring the archerer in range. And now here comes fire orbs. This is the reason that we play Spellweaver. So everybody targeted. Confirm attack. Yes. Okay, he's armored. Oh, but we got the crit. Oh, we got the crit. Hey. Okay, okay. We didn't draw anything too well. The crit was made. Nothing too crazy happened. Our other modifiers went pretty much just even. Okay, so now we are going to try and... Oh, I can go for the archerer. I do like that. Kill hit, initiative, kill the archerer here. As long as we don't get a bad modifier. It's a little bit of a risk, but it's the same thing as... Ah, no! We got the bad modifier. Punished. Punished for your greed. Attacking the guard. It seemed like we could have finished him off. Or tried to instead, but... Oh, and then he gets a good modifier into the Spellweaver. Why? Why? Burning cards as the Spellweaver just feels so bad because you have so few of them, so I don't think we're going to do it. We're just going to take the damage and cry. Cry on the inside. This is where we wanted Skewer from the Brutes kit, but we don't have it. We do like Heaving Swing. Heaving Swing will... I mean, they're so low health. Honestly, we could take Dirt Tornado and Rumbling Advance here. Try and wipe them out. Yeah, we'll just take that. And then over here, we're gonna play Mana Bowl. Oh, wait. I want the other one for initiative. Yes, give me that 29 initiative. No, you didn't change it. You just deselected it. Yes, I want this card. There it is. With that initiative. I wish that it highlighted the number maybe a little better to show that you were clicking on the initiative rather than just clicking on the card. It's a minor thing. Okay, so here we are looking for movement. I really just want to hop onto this loot, which means we kind of waste some of these longer movements, but that's okay. We're gonna take Impaling Eruption for the movement here, and then we are gonna play Mana Bolts. Yeah, we'll play Mana Bolts. I kind of want to use it for the heal, though. So... Ugh. He's got the Dirt Tornado lined up. That should do well against what they have. Yep. Move at the 7. Okay. Okay, so we do beat them on initiative. We need to kill them, otherwise we'll take damage. We can't really get out of their range. Ah, the ally is gonna cover up the loot anyway. Okay. So what is the play? The play can be heal the Cragheart, pass, and then the Cragheart throws Dirt Tornado, and that needs to deal with them. I think that's what it is because we can't get to this loot. And we are going to put the heal on the Cragheart and just continue to play with kind of him in the lead. We'll pass on this. Skip the attack. We don't want to use another lost card. End our turn because I don't want to use invisibility either. But now here, we're going to need to move all the way up here. I would have liked to stop on the loot, but that would have done damage to our ally. So we're just going to do damage over here. And that puts him in the danger zone. Here we go. Throw the Dirt Tornado. Get the damage. Oh no, come on. Come on. Drawing the bad modifiers. Oh, yeah, Inox. Archer is gonna kill the Spellweaver. Oh no, he drew the crit fail. Crit fail. He was so caught off guard. I mean, to be fair, the Dirt Tornado did influence that because it muddled him, so he was playing at disadvantage. That's so good for us. Okay, we want to use Opposing Strike for the experience, and then... I saw something with a loot on it. Was it this? No. This is our loot. Do I have a range attack? I don't have a range attack left. What is the Spellweaver playing? Flame Strike and Reviving Ether? Okay, so I can jump up here and then attack across. Meanwhile, the Cragheart tries to pick up as much loot as he can with... Or was it? Heaving... No. Crushing Grasp. Crushing Grasp would get us some loot. It's just that it spends our good initiative. What do we want from top? Honestly, maybe we play backup ammunition here. It's kind of a setup turn for us. This card seems really good. It just, we've never had the situation to set it up before. So on your next 4 ranged attack actions, gain Add Target. This is super good. It means that our crater and our massive boulder will both hit 2 people. For 3 damage at range 3, this is really good. This also gives us 4 experience. So it is effectively adding, if we get to use it on those 2 cards, for the max uses of this backup ammunition card, so we use it 4 times, that means that we do an extra 12 damage. Having 12 damage written on any of these cards would be incredible. That's worth it being a lost card. I feel like I've talked it up so much I have to do it now. So we're locked in. And he's of course going so fast. But he only does 1 damage. I don't mind him only doing 1 damage. It's too bad that he shook off the muddle already. He draws a good modifier. We'll just take it. We don't have too much of an option there. Okay, so this is our setup. So we loot, which gains 6 gold. Very useful because we are on track for wanting to use really expensive what are they? Enhancements on our cards. We want to upgrade cards, which is a big money sink. So the more gold we get, the better. Mystic Ally runs up here and actually is in range, which is wonderful. Draws a good modifier and wipes him out for us. That leaves us free to do pretty much whatever we want here on the Spellweaver's turn. Using the 4 movement. The thing is that this is our jump movement. I wish now that I had taken just the normal move, because the jump, like we could have been here and then used the jump to get across, disregarding the obstacle. So we can abandon the 6 gold and kind of move up toward the door. That's probably the best decision. I do kind of want to long rest the Spellweaver here. We're at the point where we need to bring our cards back. We burned Fire Orbs early, we burned Aid from the Ether early, so the number of turns we have is low. But that will give us our goggles back. Is this open? No, it's not. Yeah, we just go up here. Leave the money behind and skip the attack. And turn. Okay. So we have 1 turn we can take here, or we can long rest both of our characters. I do like the idea of long resting both of our characters. Alternatively, he could go for the gold. The Spellweaver... Yeah, I'm gonna abandon going for the gold. Abandon going for the gold. Long rest. Long rest. Okay. Because it'll get us some health back. Now we have to choose what we lose up here. Our loot card, we could lose that. I think we like our other cards here that we've used so far. Pretty much the loot card seems like it's the weakest out of this set. It's a decent initiative, but we'll burn it. Okay, and then end his turn, so he already healed. Mystic Ally, I wish I could have told it to go toward the door, but it's a stupid summon. Long rest here, and we want to lose Freezing Nova or Impaling Eruption. This feels bad because I had just insulted the card that Impaling Eruption replaced to no end, and now just saying that Impaling Eruption is also our first card we picked to lose, it feels bad. But if we lose one of these others, we lose a really good initiative. The other option would be Freezing Nova here. Yeah, I'll take Freezing Nova. Burn Freezing Nova. We don't know how far we have to move on through the rest of the level, and the Impaling Eruption has the move 4 on it, which is really good for the Spellweaver. Okay, so what is our plan for breaking through the door here? I like the idea of the Spellweaver going in and turning invisible, so I think we plan out her turn first. Yeah, we can take Flame Strike and Impaling Eruption for the movement. This way we have a decent amount of damage, and we don't care about getting close to enemies because we're going to go invisible. Then over here with the Cragheart, we are enhanced with backup ammunition, so this is our big chance to play Massive Boulder. And then what is something with good movement? Dirt Tornado has good movement. Maybe play that. Move 3, is that the best he has? It might actually be. This one's move 4, but it's a loss, so we can't use that. It's not the right time. Backup ammunition was actually one of our good moves. Okay, we'll see how much that pinches us. I think we'll be fine though. So we will... yeah, we'll lock this in. Here we go. Mystic Ally just passes the turn. We take the movement. Kick open the door and fight monsters. Just like a Munchkin. Okay. We are looking at 2 Inox guards and 1 archerer. Interesting. So, if the Cragheart can move to the doorway, he will then be able to attack 1, 2, 3. He would not be able to hit the archer, but he'd be able to hit both the guards. And really, he just needs the 2 targets. So as long as he can hit both the guards, I'm happy. I could be cheeky and move the Spellweaver all the way up here, which should force the guards to run through their own trap, which will do extra damage to them. But the Cragheart is using a ability that does splash damage and will actually hurt the Spellweaver as well, which I don't love. But if the Spellweaver just moves into the corner, I mean, the guards could then kind of run straight through. We don't get the trap damage. I think the trap damage is worth it. It's 4 damage. Yeah, 4 damage. We'll do that. Try and really burn this guard down. Or this one, I guess. Because I'm going to choose to attack the guy that I don't have disadvantage against. Nah, bad modifier, but what can you do? Okay, go invisible. And then that also creates... no, it doesn't create any elements. Okay, the archer throws out a trap. The guards... oh, there it is! Steps on the trap. And then he stops. Did he only have 1 movement? He did. Oh, the guards were doing a range attack. Interesting. That is very odd. Okay. So we're gonna run up to the doorway here. And yeah, I'm basically saying that we're gonna do splash damage against the Spellweaver. Throw the Massive Boulder! And then... yes, I can. So, I can click on 2 guys here because we've set up our backup ammunition. He's got extra boulders. Alright, let him up. And this is gonna do splash damage too. Alright, we gained the XP there. Oh no! Crit fail. Ah, come on. And the -2. I do 1 damage. Oh, why do you play me like this? It feels so bad because the -2 got shuffled back now. It's not even like it's out of the deck. Oh no. Now that I want Dirt Tornado, but I already spent that as well. So bad. Okay, but we play Crater here, and we play Unstable Upheaval for the initiative to try and get off as fast as we can. And then we are looking at the Spellweaver over here. Probably playing Mana Bolt. Mana Bolt also lets us go very fast. We've created Earth, so we get the bonus, and then we are going to take a quick hop step back so that we are out of the danger zone. I think we're just going to hang on to Reviving Ether and then play Frost Armor here. It's beneficial to hang on to Reviving Ether on the rounds where you carry over a card, because anytime that card gets randomly picked as the one that gets burned, you have to hurt yourself to hang on to it, and this just negates that possibility. It'll help you, like, what, every 4 or 5 rounds. Okay, so everybody's kind of just doing their basic attacks and stuff. The archer is out of range. The archer is out of range. That feels good. It was only doing 1 damage, but it's still good to dodge everything that we can because we're not working with a lot of hit points on our characters here. Okay, so here comes... It doesn't matter, they're both exactly the same. Here comes Mana Bolt. Into probably the guard. Yeah, into the guard. We do want to use this, but we're not. We're gonna save our goggles. Alright, Cragheart couldn't hit with any good modifiers. Yeah, there we go. Trauma is done. And then we want to get out of here. I think that's better than using this lost portion of the card where we would negate damage and now we lose invisibility. Okay. Crater. If I had not consumed Earth with the Spellweaver, then I would have push 2, gain 1 experience. Which would have been really good. I could have pushed into the trap here. But as it is, this is what we got. Cannot get good modifiers. So the guard's alive. The guard's gonna get to attack us now. And no, I'm not gonna play this. Okay, so he's able to move 2 spaces, which basically means if I back the Cragheart away, he will be able to attack him or the Spellweaver. And if I move him, like, I guess just right here or over here, I don't want him to do that, so we'll just sit tight. And this keeps us out of range of the archer if we just stay here in the doorway, so we'll skip all the way. Oh, end turn. The guard's turn. He has an amazing sword. Look at this sword. Yeah, I'll just take the damage. We'll be able to heal up once we work our way into the room. We're kind of on top of the enemy situation right now. At least that's what it feels like. Okay, so this turn, how are we going to deal with our final Inox? Got to roll over the survivors. Heaving Swing, very nice. Would be able to utilize the trap, which is already on Death's Door, so we don't need to. I think we want to see what we get back with our short rest first. We lose Impaling Eruption. Totally fine with that. Already decided Impaling Eruption was a weaker link. Okay. So here, our Mystic ally should be able to step up and kill this guy. Just shoot him through the door. That leaves us with being able to do something like Flame Strike and Reviving Ether to be able to move up and then really target down the Inox Archer here. And then on the Cragheart side of things, I don't know what he likes. He would like some healing. He also needs to be able to get in the archer's face. He hasn't used his boots of striding yet, which he might need to because we're really short on movement right now. He needs to be able to get 3 spaces. Unfortunately, 3 spaces is actually asking too much. We're so short on movement, 3 spaces is asking for too much. If I take Rumbling Advance, I actually go before the Spellweaver. Okay, things are coming together. We take Rumbling Advance, we rush up, and then we cast Opposing Strike for the experience. Oh, the archer is going fast. I'm gonna try to immobilize him. The guard's going too slow, the guard's gonna go down. Okay, so here we go. We pop the Boots of Striding for 1 space. Doesn't feel great, but it gives us loot, like it puts us exactly where we want to be, and that's the point of the boots. We do the extra bonus damage. Yes, he jumps. Ah, the Cragheart has such good animations. I love them. Confirm target! Yes. I drew the +1 there. Pick up the gold. The archer backs up to avoid disadvantage and then draws a good modifier, but we'll just take it. And we are now immobilized. That's going to slow us down a little bit, but we'll make do. Mystic Ally coming through pretty clutch. Unfortunately, we cannot go on the gold because we really want to do this damage. Be able to finish off the archer here. Skip movement. And pop, pop! Yes! Excellent, excellent. Now we're gaining momentum. Round 9. Okay, so the Cragheart is still immobilized, which, well, I can't do all that much with any of these, so we're basically passing. And then I'd kind of like to long rest? Do I want to long rest? It's a decent spot, and I get the health back, so yeah, we'll play this to heal. These don't heal, so they don't matter. If they don't heal, they don't matter. There we go. Just roll through the turns. This ally is going to be so far back, he's only going to be able to move 2 spaces a turn. He's not going to get back into the fight. Okay. I mean, actually, we're kind of getting all the... We would get all the healing we want off if we do that. At the same time, I could just step back for gold. He's going to heal, and then we long rest, and we get health back that way. Yeah. I'll do that. Pick up the money. Money, money, money. And skip. Here we want to make sure we do get this health. Cragheart has a lot more he needs to be topped off than the Spellweaver and the Avalanche. The Avalanche here, we will skip the attack. End his turn, and that puts both our characters in time for long rest. Over here, long rest. Okay, Cragheart first. What do we not like out of the Cragheart? Avalanche. The creating the hexes allows for some really unique situations. I kind of like to keep it open. Earthen Clod. It would get rid of one of our heals, our bottom heal, which we do kind of like. We're still set up on backup ammunition here. I think it says up here how many left. Yeah, it looks like he still has 2 uses. Is it Dirt Tornado? Dirt Tornado has a good movement though. I almost like it when it's random better, because then I have to, it saves me from this decision paralysis. Because all of these are good initiative then, so I'm going to argue for them. Crater? Is it Crater that leaves? I think Crater leaves. It has a good bottom, but it's really only good if you have Earth. And so far I've been kind of just consuming Earth as the Spellweaver. The Spellweaver leeches off all the Cragheart's hard work to be able to get her bonuses. Mystic Ally, I wish you would move up. Move up. Okay, so what do we burn here? Frost Armor? I think it has to be Frost Armor. Choices here are a lot thinner. Yeah, burn that. There we go. Spellweaver is coming up on the refresh turn, which is, it's going to kind of hurt because it's going to be like a dead turn. Okay, we can also kind of cheat here, and we can look up here on this lovely bar they put in the top right of our progress of killing all the enemies. So even though we don't see what the next room is going to be, we know that there's roughly a third of the enemies left, so it means they've been pretty evenly distributed throughout the rooms. We fought 4 in the first one, 3 in the second, so I'm going to assume that there's 3 left. Just eyeballing where it is on the bar there. So we want, I think our best movement, we dropped Crater, so we have to use Massive Boulder now for our good range attack. Which is fine. Be able to step up. Okay. Here we're looking at Mana Bolt and Reviving Ether. Right? We can go up to 4. Kinda wanted the Cragheart to open the door though. That means, has he used his boots? We get the boots back on long rest, so no to Dirt Tornado. Yes to Avalanche. Yes to... yes to Rumbling Advance. We say yes to Rumbling Advance, and we make sure that that is our initiative. And then we go over here and we make sure that this is our initiative. There we go. Pretty unusual to send the Spellweaver last because she has such good initiatives, but it's probably safer for her, really. We're going to use this and we're going to pop the boots. Let's see what's behind door number 2. Hey, I hear traps being set. Okay, 3 enemies, what we predicted. But this is the Elite Guard. Beefy boy, 12 health, still slow moving, big damage. He's got move 1, attack 5. Move 1, attack 4. And way up here, what's the archer doing? NX Guard. NX Guard Elite. There's the archer. Move 2, attack 2, range 5. Ooh, he has such a long reach. Because he can come up here and then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Such a long reach, but it doesn't reach us. Unless I, you know, step forward and throw massive boulders. Which is kind of what I wanted to do. How fast are they going? Move 1. Move 1. Ah, I could get away with it too, because they would not get in range. And I'm using this, right? Yeah, I am. What's his attack? It also immobilizes? Oh, he's an elite archer, so we have fighting 2 elites. I do not like that. I don't like that at all. But we'll check the massive boulder, and we will wish that he was in range. Here comes the archer. Interesting. Did I count that out wrong? I thought there was a way that he could get in range, but he didn't. I might have counted it out wrong because the obstacle over here is like a large one instead of just one space. So our Mystic Ally is still so slow. And then we want to move. If I get the loot, I will be short on being able to get the attack off. If I skip the loot, I can attack, which has been very much my calling card so far this playthrough. Being very aggressive. Ah! Now we draw the crit fail. Well. Yeah, you have to deal with it sometimes. So, I think we use Dirt Tornado to get the muddles going, and we use Unstable Upheaval to make sure that we get it off. Yeah, so change that initiative to 13, thank you. And then here we are short resting. This is the scary short rest. Ah, we got Mana Bolt. Good. Burn Mana Bolt. Okay, so now we have to use Flame Strike and Reviving Ether. And this is basically a dud turn. But we can take a step back and get the gold, so it's not a complete loss. And we're going to have our Mystic Ally advancing as well, so we'll see how well that goes. The Elite Archer staying out of range. I love this. This is very good for us. The guards, on the other hand, being able to move in and attack is not so good. Now, they strengthen self after they attack, so they do not get the advantage on that initial attack, which is good for us. And the muddle here is going to cancel things out. So yeah, this is going to attack these 2 guys. It's a little awkward placing the area of effect damage, because usually you have to select enemies, but with that, I could have selected anyway. There's the muddle. Do I want to move any? I actually might. If I move, do I get out of the Elite's range? Because they both only had move 1. So like if I slid over here, they can't get to me. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. It also puts me close to the trap, which I haven't seen them have any push abilities. They might have push, I'm not going to rule it out, but I don't think they do. I think that mostly push is something that we can take advantage of and they can't. Okay. Madame Spellweaver. Recover all the burned cards, please. We watch your beautiful animation. Yes. Our second wind. And now pick up loot. The scoundrel would be proud. Hey, his sword is this blue. Is that paint? Is that poison? Oh, he also has retaliate? Man, these elite guards do not mess around. Retaliate 2. He would be super nasty as like a Houndmaster if he had the hounds with him. Instead, he's got this lazy archer who stays on the back line and doesn't do anything. Okay. Next round. Earthen Clod is a definite option for us. It would kind of wish that we had Earth to be able to immobilize the targets. On that side, having the oh, he's actually used all of it anyway. The down here, backup ammunition. If you can add the immobilize as well to 2 targets, that's a pretty good card. Very good card. I think I take this, but just for the heal. Heaving swing. Yeah. Oh, actually. I got avalanche. We're definitely gonna use avalanche. We're gonna pop up some walls. I want to use fireworks again so bad. I can use Impaling Eruption and like run into the middle of the room and pop fireworks, but then they're just gonna dogpile me. I don't have invisibility anymore. So that might be on the silly side. Mana Bolt, on the other hand, is on a very reasonable level. And Freezing Nova. Yeah, Freezing Nova. Just take a little half step forward. I think. What is the Mystic Ally going? Mystic Ally is going on one of these? Yeah, okay. Here we go. The guards not moving, and the archer is moving forward, but is still going to be out of range. We have done very well with our opponents drawing cards that have made them play very cagey. And the room is big enough that that hasn't been a hindrance. We've been able to get out of their way and still be in good positioning to get attacks off. So I do want to keep on putting damage into the big guy here. We definitely consume darkness for the bonus damage. Whew. Man, those big modifiers feel really good when they hit. Okay. They just tank up, and if we were next to them, it'd be very bad news. Getting poisoned, extremely dangerous. And then the archer. The archer is going to move 1 and have range 4. So he's going to go right here, and then he's going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. So as long as we stay on this side, we are okay. I like the sound of that. So I had initially thought I would heal and throw up the barriers, but I can't do that. They're both bottoms. I can... I don't want to heal and pass, so that's out. That means I am going to use the range attack up here. For sure. Which means then, do I want to move or do I want to put up the barriers? I probably put up the barriers. And let's spin around here to get a clear view of what's going to be going on. This is going to block the doorway. Almost. It is going to create earth here. I think there's a rule that you cannot create and consume an element on the same turn. Yeah, here, it's still like spinning, it's creating, it's not actually here. This element is available for use after the current character's turn ends. So it means that our, like if our Spellweaver went afterwards, do I actually get both? No, that effect ended. Okay, just hit the big guy. And he's armored now, so he has -1. Have to draw a good modifier. We don't. We get the -2 out of the deck, so there's that. And the archer walks a little closer. Oh, he's like got this awesome unicorn horn. Okay. Well, I think we play it up like this, and then we just kind of smile from behind the wall, right? And light them up. We got the frost armor. Is this fire orbs? Fire orbs against 2? I don't think it's fire orbs yet. So we'll use frost armor and we'll consume the earth. And then I'll pass here with the impaling eruption. I don't actually want to use the move. Well, I could. Because the thing is, this guy can still get at me over here. Yeah, let's see how things shake out. I might actually back up. Okay, so the guards are moving, but doing range attacks, and the archerer has a range 5 attack. Ooh, range 5. Oh, the Mystic Ally, hey! He's gonna stand in the gap. Does a 2 damage, which is quite good for us. Mystic Ally finally paying for himself. So this guy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, does not have range. Does not have range. Wait, he can hit the Mystic. He can hit our friend? Our summon. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think the summon dies. The archer kills the summon, but the guards will get to him beforehand. Now, because they're doing range attacks, I'm not too worried. So let's take out the elite with our goal here. Oh, we draw the crit when he's almost dead. Okay. Okay. Then I can move 4. Which means a lot of stuff is open up to me, but I do not want to pass through the trap. So 2, 3, 4. That would put me well in range of the archer, and I do not want that. So I probably just skip the movement. Yeah. I'll just skip it. Okay. Now the guard, I think he'll just stay in place. Yep, he does his range attack against the summon. Good modifier. Goodbye, summon. You tried hard. He is kind of out of luck without any boots. Because we've used our boots. If he goes here, he's just gonna get shot by the archer, and I don't love that, so... Pass. How are things on this side of the wall? Very nice. Very nice. Thank you for asking. Okay. Now the elite archer staying in the back is being annoying. I have a lot of ground to cover before I'm able to get to him. Massive boulder gives me the most reach. And what do I combo it with though? Oh, Earth and Clod. Earth and Clod would give me so much range that I could pull it off. With like Dirt Tornado here. So we could do that. So honestly, just going for attacking him might be better. So we take that off, bring in Heaving Swing, try and get in a position to throw him into an obstacle. The only downside to that is that it is very slow initiative, but our good initiatives do not have the range now that we've burned our boots, so kind of stuck with suboptimal plays. We'll do this though. I mean, is there a world where the 57 beats the guard? I think there is. We'll try it. A short rest. We lose Freezing Nova. That is the best card to lose. Fireworms ain't getting any better. Now, we do not have good movement to get in the range of being able to use it, so I could also just load up. Flame Strike would be good if he moves towards us. Mana Bolt is always nice. Ugh. The thing is, if he walks up here, he's just gonna block me in so that I can't get to the good position anyway. So I feel like it's better to play toward just doing damage to him. And that's like, you know, Mana Bolt here with Fire Orbs to be able to position wherever I want to be. Okay. The Archer finally doing a lot of movement. He's still out of range, but now he's pretty threatening because his long range cards are going to be able to hit us. The guard had his range attack. Okay, I'll just take the damage. But now we can bust out of here. So I can come around to here. Now it's time to throw him into the rocks. Oh, I got a good modifier too. Yes. Yeah, right into the rocks. Send him. Oh, ho, ho. Takes him out. Ah, feels good. Feels dirty. Yeah, Fire Orbs is no longer really on the table. We don't have any elements to burn, but damage is damage. Do I want advantage? Why not, right? Having advantage is probably a little bit better on attacks that are doing more damage, because on that case, when you draw the crit, you do better. And we're working cards out of the deck. It's a pretty fresh deck though. So that's not gonna make much of a difference. You play for the inches so that you're able to think about, you're able to make that extra push when it really matters. Opposing strike gives us experience. We love experience. Yeah. We're at the point where we want to run this guy down, get in his face, give him disadvantage, and do melee attacks against him, while the Spellweaver just kind of does her dance. Weave those spells, moving and attacking. Yep, he's got everything he wants here. Except he's really getting hit here. Getting burned down. Ho ho! +2. I love it. Yeah, we're right on the edge of ending this. Let's hit him hard. Yes. I got a +1 and a 0 on that. So we use the +1. Here, he gets to shoot back. Yep, and I'll just receive that damage. It's too late for you. So what do I want? Do I want 1 experience on the Cragheart, or do I want 3 gold? Both are pretty negligible. I actually like taking the 3 gold, I think. So that means we run to the gold, and then we check the massive boulder to finish him off. Bury him. Yes! Now, unless there's any surprises, we got it. With the tribe defeated, your path from the forest is no longer barred. You continue to the Barren coast. So is this like a stage battle? At the Barren coast, do I have another one, or is that just making it? Spellweaver, record enemies killed, record enemies done. Whew. 53 damage out of the Spellweaver compared to 37. I like this. I like this breakdown of keeping track of all your stats. So damage taken, Cragheart took more, but Spellweaver was pretty close actually. Healing, loot, no chests. I just have not seen chests. Are they there and I'm missing them? Ability XP, Spellweaver making a lot more XP, using more items. Okay, we got the Glass Cannon achievement and the Deadly Marksman achievement. I love it. I love it. So I think with videos moving forward, I'm going to try and at the intro just be jumping straight into battle, and then the ending here is going to be the like bookkeeping outside of campaign. And I'm gonna have timestamps to be able to show where stuff happens and like let people who just click in at the beginning see if they're interested in the deck building side of things. I show that at the end. So we are going to cash in on our rewards. We're going to look at our characters' gear or potential augments, enhancements for their cards, and look at what level we want to tackle next time. So we gain, this XP, we probably level up. Oh, this is going to be exciting. Hawk Helm Design. What is this guy? During your ranged attack, add +1 range to your entire attack action. Oh, man. That is very interesting. Do you want extra range as the Spellweaver or advantage for extra damage? And we've unlocked the Barren Coast as a new location. We are now linked with the coastal traders, which means I have some access to items from across the area. Something you might be interested in is a cool winged helm. Come, have a look. I am definitely interested, but I don't know if I will be picking it up. Okay, so have we done it? The scoundrel must be in the party. Yes. I think we've got it. So the location for the Scoundrel story mission is unlocked. Scoundrel has been slicing a few throats here and there for a towering Inox who insisted on staying anonymous. It's time to meet up and get paid. Bandit Archer, Bandit Guards. 30 gold and a perk point for the Scoundrel. This will be fun. We'll bring the Scoundrel back in. Our nice level 2 Scoundrel. See how that goes. This is quite interesting. I do enjoy having these, but as locked locations, so you kind of pick your travel path to be able to find them. Very fun. But then we got a ton of other stuff too. We have these jobs. So these are 3 more spots that are kind of adjacent to early locations we got around here at Demon's Gate. We also have this relic quest. It's also at a locked location right now, but this is supposed to be extra challenging. There's some mechanic with the level so that you're continually losing health every turn. That was a little warning when I unlocked it. So we saw that we finished off those quests, so let's pick up those rewards, see what they are like. I wish that it told you which ones had quests you'd finished. The exclamation point means that there are new quests, or at least ones you have not moused over. So I just like mousing over all of them to get the exclamation points away. Here we go. Deadly Marksman. Deal 100 damage with ranged abilities. Unlock relic quest. I'll claim that. It looks like you've been using ranged attacks pretty effectively, and I've tracked down the location of a relic that might help you be even stronger. I love the sound of that. I've heard that a group of cultists have been recruiting bandit archers and are trying to magically enhance clothing to improve their ranged attacks. Certainly sounds like it's worth checking out. I'll mark it on your map. it's unfortunately in an area where we don't even have other locations like nearby for us to unlock it right now. The Spellweaver kills 20 enemies with ranged attacks. We get a perk point. Claim that. And we get the perk point. Beautiful. Infuse one of each type of element to unlock this class. What is the element we've not infused? Is it ice? I think it's ice. We've had no way of creating ice up until now. That'll be exciting. New class. I'm so looking forward to getting a new class. Okay, 91 gold. 91 gold. We should do our level up stuff first. Spellweaver has leveled up. Level 2, we have Flashing Burst and Icy Blast. Just when you're always saying that we've had no ice, we get some ice. Okay, so what are we looking at here? Flashing Burst, 26 initiative, 3 damage, 3 range, creates light, move 4. This looks really good. It's a straight upgrade. Well, it's not a straight upgrade to Mana Bolt or Frost Armor, but you get the extra damage. You lose out on the XP of when you consume a element, but Flashing Burst looks really good. We could equally replace Freezing Nova. We've not really been using Freezing Nova for the melee attack. It is situationally really good. Being able to target all adjacent enemies and immobilize them. But more often than not, there's not enough enemies for it to be worth it. And with our style of play, like if we put her in to harm's way, she just dies. Icy Blast. Both lost and low initiative. So, not living this. Attack 2, range 3, muddle. 2 XP, create ice. Yeah, I think that our choice is Flashing Burst, and it's not even close. I really dislike lost cards on top and bottom. This would have to replace a lost card that we are already enjoying using, which is Aid from the Ether, the Mystic Ally, and Fire Orbs. And it doesn't do more damage than Fire Orbs, and Fire Orbs doesn't do as much damage as Aid from the Ether, so... It also, these cards, Fire Orbs has a good movement on bottom that's not lost, and Aid from the Ether has a heal on top. Meanwhile, Icy Blast has a loss on bottom. We're not using Icy Blast. We are using Flashing Burst. For sure. Now the question is just what do we replace? And we've already talked about it, it's Freezing Nova. So, Flashing Burst. Its initiative is even close. Like, such a good card. Okay. Perks. This gives us 2 perks because we had 1 from the quest, 1 from leveling up. They put most of these at the beginning here are all the same. Or at least these are pretty similar, like the Dust, Focus, and Power. And then the ones where they start adding effects, these are interesting. These are also going to be unique. So this means that we stun on our attack. This means that we wound. This means we immobilize. This means that we curse. This means we create fire. This means we create ice. Wow. Very fun options. Rolling modifiers. So these mean, the arrow means that they roll so that you draw another card in addition to this card. This card will add the creation of these elements, and then you're going to add the effect whatever the next card is you draw. Zenith. Okay, so Storm means that you get the earth and wind, and Zenith means you get the light and darkness. Those are very fun. I think, though, that it's going to do us more good to improve our deck and then add in those other cards. Basically, I want focus. So this means that we lose the -1 and we get a +1. That shift brings our whole deck from net neutral to net positive, which is really nice. Then we're going to take Dust, which will take away most of the zeros. Then on our next perk additions, we can start adding these fun cards, and because we've thinned our deck and improved our deck, they're going to be able to show up more and help us more. Cragheart making experience pretty slowly, so he's still stuck. So then the question is, do we want to go here to the Enchantress and augment one of our cards? I really want to augment Fire Orbs. Question is, what stat do I want to make better? Being able to target 4 people would be so good. Being able to have the additional range makes it way more consistent. The range was really what would help it the most if we think back on that last encounter. I'm leaning pretty heavily into getting the range here. Our other options are that we could improve Mana Bolt. Because Mana Bolt's initiative is so low, it's a workhorse card for us. Also fun that I noticed, you can augment our summon. So making the summon being able to move an additional space could be really good. It means that they would kind of keep up with us, though we saw in that battle that when it finally did catch up, it just got killed. And that's the problem with investing in the summons, is that just based on a roll of what happens that you don't predict, they're going to be in harm's way because you don't control them, and then the enemy's going to be able to kill them. Because its health is so low, it only has 2 health. Like, it's going to take 1 shot and it's going to die, unless the enemy draws their crit fail or whatever. You don't count on it being able to take more than 1 hit. Being able to increase its range would help it stay a little safer and be a little more useful, but I just don't think that it's worth putting the investment into. Now, Fire Orbs, though. Fire Orbs is nice. Fire Orbs with 4 range seems real nice. And I do also like just being able to kind of smack down augments, because they've said that you sell at full price. So if we don't like it, we can just sell it and move it around, which is wonderful. So we want to build up some money that we've stored into the augments and then get to play around with it. So this is an interesting location we'll want to get to eventually, but I think that our next order of business is coming back in for payday. Let's see. So we have to have the Scoundrel in the crew. So we bring in Scoundrel here. What's this exclamation point? Oh, we have an extra perk point. Okay, okay. Extra perk point. Yeah, get those -1s out of here. Man, her perks are also... I want all the perks. I want all the perks. Okay, so we have the Scoundrel. Who is the Scoundrel's partner? We have, quote-unquote, graduated the Spellweaver to level 2, which means we're in a position to bring in a new character. The character that we haven't tried is the Mind Thief. Mind Thief looks super interesting. I have gotten to see him in the tabletop version, so I know a little bit about what to expect. The other guy we have not increased to level 2 yet is the Tinkerer. Playing the Tinkerer is like pulling teeth, though. And I feel like for the story missions here, it could kind of be fun to use the more experienced crew, play them as a little bit more advanced, kind of outside the general exploring. So these 2 guys were our starting crew. I like bringing them back. Honestly, the Brood is close to going up to level 3, because we had a couple games with the Tinkerer where we failed, and then it kind of grinds up your experience. So I think that we'll go back to this. Yeah, he was all kitted out with items too. Yep. That is the one downside to continuing to cycle our characters, is that it spreads out all of our resources a lot. But there is a lot here in the game, so hopefully we get to still see them advance. I do love the extension of the roads and not just the locations appearing. Like, that's kind of fun to see that now Demon's Gate is roped all the way down to the coast. Alright, so that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. I've been Teddy Ninja, and tune in next time as we take on Payday, the Scoundrels character quest. This is going to be the first battle of this type that we get to try, and I am super excited to see what the game has to offer. What kind of challenge is in store. Have a good one.